Zadandani, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the newest episode of Miraculous, Destruction. Now, this episode is really important because both it and Multiplication kind of seem to be happening simultaneously. Not completely, but a good majority of the episode, a good majority of Multiplication is basically happening during the later part of Destruction. Destruction is actually like seems to be shortly after all of the events that happened in the first episode of Evolution, where Hawkmoth is basically deciding, okay, if I don't have these Miraculouses, if I don't have this time Miraculous, I need to figure out a way to find Ladybug. I need to know who she is. And needless to say, he does that. He definitely seems to be able to find her. Luckily, since she never got rid of the Kwamis, then technically she is still their owner, meaning that she is safe from ever, they can't tell Hawkmoth who she is, so thank goodness for that. But she actually has a plan, basically setting up things so that once they have the Miraculous, if Hawkmoth ever gets a Miraculous, she has a plan to basically try and get them back. Unfortunately, the plan fails. Basically, Ladybug goes or Hawkmoth goes to Marinette while she and Alia are having a sleepover, and then Ladybug has to give a key to him, which will send him over to the ice rink. And then once he's done at the ice rink, then he goes to the other location. I'm forgetting what it's called right now. But the point is that he goes over to the Wax Museum, and all of this is basically just a plan to get Hawkmoth over to them in case and steal the Miraculous back. Basically, Ladybug runs off to the museum, gets things set up, and Cat Noir just has to disguise himself as a statue, which is great. It's a great moment where basically Hawkmoth is looking through all the trying to piece together these clues, and then the final thing is Halfwit that is in Cat Noir's bell, and then just everything just falls apart. It's a great moment, and it shows that Ladybug is really smart and is able to figure these things out. But it's also the last moment where Hawkmoth realizes that he has to be a bit more careful with the Kwamis. He knows now that he cannot trust them. So, in order to do that, he seals all of them away. And basically, it seems like he has a plan. And we get to see a lot more from his perspective this episode of what was basically happening all throughout Multiplication. Multiplication is just getting us prepared for these things. Apparently he did get hit by Cat Noir's destruction, which also, what? His Cataclysm actually hit him, and I'm kind of terrified to see what exactly that's gonna do, because right now it just looks like a very strong bruise, but I don't know. No one really knows. My guess is that because of the fact that he had so many Miraculouses, he was basically the Miraculouses kind of distributed the strength of the Cataclysm, so that it was basically just cracking. It was basically just cracking the suit. Who knows exactly? Because like we've said, Cat Noir says in this episode, he has never cataclysmed anyone before, which, yeah, that's devastating that he is realizing he just cataclysmed a person and he is terrified of it. No one knows exactly what's going to happen, and honestly, I'm kind of hoping that over time, over the next few episodes or something, little by little, we see the whole cataclysmed arm start to grow more and more to the point where basically Hawkmoth's entire arm is completely covered with with the cataclysm mark, and he's basically having to hide his hand the entire time. And then it slowly creeps its way over the rest of his body, and who knows, maybe as soon as it hits his heart, he's dead. But we don't know. It could just be like something that is bad. We honestly don't know. And Hawkmoth basically just has to he's holding on to Ladybug's lucky charm that she used in this episode, and she can't correct things until she's gotten that miraculous back. Which, also, thing about that, I think that with that factor, it's going to mean that once Ladybug gets that, it's going to reset all of the Miraculouses back to their original state. So I'm thinking that will probably be one of the last episodes of this season. Hard to say exactly, but my guess is either recreation or something along those lines is going to be when this whole thing comes to pass. Like I said, it's hard to say right at this point in time what exactly is going to be happening with getting the Miraculouses back to their original state. More than likely, if they are able to get any of the Miraculouses back, which, with Destruction, it means that it's going to be very, very challenging to actually get any Miraculouses back. But who knows? We'll have to wait and see. And another factor is that there are only 3 Miraculous spots open. So he clearly is thinking, I'm going to be able to get the other 3 Miraculouses back. He wants the Peacock back. He wants the, obviously he wants Ladybug and Cat Noir's Miraculouses, but he's basically setting aside that once he has every single Miraculous, he is going to use them to the fullest. Or that's his plan. Obviously, I don't think that he's going to succeed. But one thing that I do think is a possibility is that rather than getting all 3 of those Miraculous, at some point, someone is going to team up with Ladybug and Cat Noir, and they're going to lose their Miraculous to Hawkmoth. Possibly, I'm thinking 3 people. I don't know who exactly at this point in time, especially considering the fact that we've only really seen 1 other Miraculous. So, who knows? Maybe we will be seeing some of that, maybe we won't. But with those, so whoever teams up with Ladybug and Cat Noir, I think that at some point they're going to lose their Miraculous. Who knows? So actually, I guess there's actually 4 Miraculouses that he doesn't have, because I also forgot about Fluff. So who knows? Hard to say exactly where they're going to be going from this point onward, but needless to say, I'm excited. Who knows? There's a lot of little details that are going to be happening in these next few episodes, and I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. We're going to be seeing more from this whole thing later this week, so obviously we're going to need to talk about that. But there is one last thing that I want to bring your attention to, and you'll see that in another video. I think I'm going to be making another video later on this week where I'm going to talk about just a few different things. As well as, obviously, I think I'm going to I've released the other video already about the video game. We'll probably be talking about the what my first thoughts on the game later this week as well. So we're in Miraculous time, people. Things are about to be going crazy. And after Miraculous, well, then we've got some more games to talk about. So look forward to all of that coming over the next few weeks, because this holiday season, things are getting crazy. But anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one because things are getting chaotic. And I will see you guys in the next video. But on!